Hello, my name is Rosalind and this is my house. My husband Gavin and I bought this house in the summertime, so about 6 months ago, and right now it's winter, and we thought now is a good time to do a little bit of a update to show kind of what we've been doing in the rest of the house. I've done videos showing singular rooms that have been updated and kind of designed, but I haven't shown what's going on with the rest of the house, and that's because the work is taking a lot of time and it's not so pretty. I thought I'll do one video kind of showing all the progress so far. So that's what this is going to be. So now I'm going to take you through the house and just show you what we've been doing, what we've been working on, just so you can get an idea and see our progress so far. This space is right outside the greenhouse, so this leads into the greenhouse, and it's got the crawl space over here, and then it's got the wood stove here, and it's got this kind of half wall situation, which I kind of enjoy. I think it's kind of fun. In this area, we have not done anything besides taking up the floor. This was the asbestos floor that was making us really nervous. But we got a lot of feedback from friends who are contractors, and they kind of helped us figure out the best way to do it, and we were able to do it ourselves. It took about 11 hours of work. We did it in one day because we got the HEPA filter. We rented it for one day, so we were like, we just want to do it, and it was so awful. It was terrible. We went into it very optimistic, and it was a very ambitious project. I didn't film it at all because I didn't want the camera to be around the dust that we were creating with the scraping up of the tiles. So I don't have any footage of us actually doing it, just the before and after. It feels so good in here. Hopefully the fabricator people could get back to me soon about the panes, because I sent the measurements, but they haven't sent us a quote yet. In the garage, we noticed a lot of bugs were coming through because there were so many holes in the walls and in random seams, so we filled them in with Quickcrete. This is the area to the side of the wood stove. So the wood stove is right here, and this is kind of a holding place for a lot of building materials that we've been using for the crawl space. So we finished the crawl space, but then because we had to tear out the kitchen, we had to unfortunately tear down one of the walls of the crawl space that we had already sealed. So now we have to rebuild that, and we haven't done it yet. So that's why this stuff is still here. And then this is the entrance to the garage, but it's just filled with all of our stuff. I'll show you guys in there at some point, but you don't need to see it right now. The wood stove and the plants and the greenhouse are behind you. And over here, this side of the room has been kind of like a random catch-all space, and it doesn't need to be because there's a little bit of room now in the garage since I've cleared out some space with putting things into my office, studio, and the bedroom. Some of this we still need for the crawl space, but it doesn't need to be out here. We can still house it over there, and this space can just be a little bit cleared out so we can look at it and really brainstorm what we're trying to do with the floor and ultimately this area. This is the laundry room. It's really dirty and it's just full of our recycling right now. We are replacing the old washer and dryer with stackables so that it can fit in here easier and we can just have a little more space, because this room is a little tight the way it was laid out. So that'll save us some room. Because it's got a door in it to the outside, it could be kind of like a mudroom space. And then down here in this area, again, we haven't done a whole lot except take up the floor. We had to take a few panels out for fixing some piping issues and snaking. So I haven't put those back yet. I just kind of laid them there. So if somebody bumped it, it would fall apart. The plan is to leave the wainscoting because I actually really like it. I think it's really beautiful, and just paint the walls and ceilings. So we just have to pick a color, and we're still brainstorming that a little bit. And we also have to figure out what we want to do with the floor for the end game. I don't mind the idea of it just being concrete and then painting the concrete. And some people gave us some ideas, so we're just trying to figure that out still. So this will be an ongoing project, but this won't stop us from moving in. The steps had some old carpet staples that we had to make sure to remove for safety. This is the French door that we got from Second Chance that we're going to be putting in the dining room. This is the wall where we're going to get rid of these windows, and instead we'll have the door. The reason we're doing that is because the kitchen has the current door to the screened-in porch, and we want the kitchen counters to have more space. So this will give the kitchen more room, and then we'll have doors out here, which is nice because then it could just be like a good walkway out. The doors are about 5 feet, so we will lose a little bit of the width of these windows, but instead we'll get the height of the doors. I'm sorry this audio is so echoey because the house is empty. Wow. Wow.
No window.
Amazing.
How's it going? Bye-bye window.
Yep, insulation doesn't have to be perfect.
Ow.
One day done. What like real professionals do, you staple it.
Oh.
We can do that. I've literally never done it.
Well, I don't think we have a staple gun here.
I mean, I do, but I have limited staples.
Okay. Professional.
Yeah. Oh, R13.
Yeah.
R19 then.
Because
You want to fit this piece in there?
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little thin, but it'll be fine. Even if it's not, yeah, it'll be enough. But it's crooked. It has nothing to do with the structure. It'll be totally fine. Just a smidgen. We're just gonna cut out the window.
oh snap.
Yeah, or just do all of it and just whatever. So that's the other thing, you're gonna have a hole down there.
Alright, so now this is the living room where you are currently standing. And this space is still a work zone because of the kitchen, which is right here, which I'll show you in a second. So this space is just full of all the tools, all of the materials that we need, demo supplies, trash bags that are like almost full but not full enough that we're ready to take them out, put them in the trash can yet. But sometimes spaces have to look worse before they can look better because work's happening, you know? It's a work zone. One thing I'm very proud to say is that the drywall is up, which was many months of no insulation or drywall on this wall or the wall in the kitchen, just because we needed a little bit of help with it and we didn't want to do anything wrong or whatever, you know. So our friend Grant came and helped us. This area is so beautiful. I'm really excited about it. So soon we'll be doing the mudding and painting, and then this space will be able to kind of be okay. Most things are hinging on the kitchen, so really once the kitchen is complete, we can do a lot of stuff out here. It's just a lot of stuff being housed out here and in limbo because we can't do certain things in the kitchen. So once that gets finished, we will be able to kind of start running. Right now we're kind of like slowly crawling, but once the kitchen is in, it's gonna be like... The kitchen has actually come such a long way since we first started, and it's pretty amazing at what it looks like right now. Like being in here makes me so happy, so excited. It's obviously got some ways to go. We still have to put the floor in, we still need to fix the ceiling, and there's still a little bit of electrical work that needs to get put in. The doorways need to be widened. Then we can like start putting cabinets in, start getting appliances. It's all kind of surreal and it is exciting. It's like been a fun process. It's a little frustrating obviously because you just want to be done, want to be in here, because we can't live here without a kitchen that has at least a sink and a stove. So that's like, you know, frustrating, but we have my parents' place where they're letting us stay with them, and that's such a blessing. So can't really like complain, but you know, I just can't wait till the day that I'm in here and I can cook in here. It'll be so cool. Upstairs is really where the progress has been. That's where we've been having the most fun and getting to actually design things, because there haven't been any overhauls or like renovations really up here. So the first room is our primary bedroom, and that one I have like 3 videos going through what we did in here, so I won't spend too much time, but it is awesome to like be in a demo zone down there, and it feels like, oh gosh, the house has so far to go, and then you come up here and it's like, wow, this looks great. I'm ready to move in. So many rooms in this house are like just beautifully designed, like the living room with those windows. Now we got the dining room leading into the screened-in porch. We got the greenhouse. But this room, I think what I love about it is that it was kind of like a clean slate, in a sense that, I mean, obviously it had like trim and the layout already kind of decided, but besides that, I kind of got to just do whatever I wanted and start from scratch and design it how I wanted it to look. There wasn't really anything that I had to mess with. It was just like a box with a window and closets. I love it. I just love sitting in here. It's awesome. The next room is my studio, which also has its own video already. So if you want to see how we did all that, you can watch that. But this one, I love this room. It feels really good in here, but right now it is kind of a catch-all for stuff that is kind of cozy house stuff that we can't put anywhere else right now. So it looks a little crazy because we kind of did shove a lot in here. We made this space into the living room, my studio, and kind of a kitchen all together. So there's just a lot. And it's also now housing this giant plant because I don't want it to die. And this room really gets the most sun, and it's warmer up here than the other 2 levels. But hopefully once we move in, it'll go back down somewhere because we can have the heat up at a normal temperature. This room is going to be Gavin's office, but I can't show it to you yet because we are still in the midst of designing it, and I'm gonna do a video on that soon. But here's a sneak peek. Screwdriver. And the last room up here is the pink bathroom, and we are in the midst of figuring out what we're trying to do because it's complicated. We asked 2 of our friends who both are contractors and know a lot about house things, and we kind of asked them, what should we do? And one of them said, for now, just silicone wherever there's cracks in the grout, and wherever you see it looking like it could leak through to the behind it, just silicone it and just live with it like this for a while until you figure out what kind of shower bath situation you really want. So like hold off and wait. And the other friend said, just rip it out now, as you already know that you want to do tiles and bathtub, so just do that. So we're a little torn because if we tear this out, we can't move in, though the kitchen is already a hold up anyway, so it's not that big a deal if we were to start working on this, depending on how quick we were able to do this. But then also we have to figure out what we're doing to replace this. And I have an idea for the tile, but I am a little bit worried about the bathtub. We could leave the bathtub as it is and just retile, or we could rip the tub out. And I know ripping a cast iron tub out is a lot of work. And so I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. So if any of you have suggestions or thoughts or prayers, let us know what you think. I don't know. I might just start demoing it this week. I don't know. The last area that I haven't shown yet is the screened-in porch. And the only thing that we really did out here, obviously, was replace the doorway to get onto here. It used to be the tiny kitchen door, now it's the French doors. And so that is a difference for sure, but for the actual screened-in porch itself, we haven't replaced any screen yet. And we've been using it as like a holding area for wood that we've been using for the projects inside and for like a cutting station. It's not looking awesome, but come spring, when the kitchen's done, we'll be able to make this space really nice. So that's exciting. So that's the house so far. And each room is going to be getting its own video or series of videos, depending on how long. And then of course, I'm gonna be making my way into the yard, hopefully doing some gardening, planting, greenhousing. You know, we can't do all the work ourselves, so that's why it's just taking a little bit of time, which is normal for, you know, house renovation or house working on your house. Because it's been so cold in here, it's been a little bit hard to get work done for me because I have Raynaud's and I'm like allergic to the cold, is what the doctor told me. So I have been struggling a little bit this winter, but the plants too are struggling. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
The life of Rosalind is the life for